Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. You can see here, I'm fighting against Kipos and have aerial, supply, elite, and quick supply. And quick supply has crawlers and saber-tooth, so that was my choice. My opponent, I think, will end up going for a giant spec. And looking at this board, you can see the side very clean of buildings, so that's where I'm going with the typical strategy of saber-tooths. My opponent will also defend on this side, it's the most obvious one. No buildings, I will already sell my first tower. And of course I will grab 2 hounds to complement my shaft clear, which I need, considering all the opponent's side has is shaft. He has no non-shaft, because even Mustangs are shaft. It's 12 units per pack. And as you can see, things were going well until the Mustangs killed all my hounds very fast. And now there's only saber-tooths trying to kill Mustangs and hounds. And that's not great for them. It's not their intended target. So even if they can tank for quite some time, they have to kill almost one by one of the enemies. And they don't have all that time. You see? 1 Mustang per shot. Very inefficient. Here we have the first. And Wasp Swarm could be quite interesting. But my opponent has Mustangs, so it would be very predictable where I am going to drop it. Although they are quite kind of forward. So I will try it. My opponent will just skip. I will put defensively, actually. Was fearing his spell. So 1 Wasp defensively on this side and Fangs on the other. And it should cover my backline against Wasp Swarm. Range for the Hound, so it doesn't happen what happened last time again. Of only the saber-tooth surviving and they can't kill their units that last on the enemy side. Grabbed 2 Phoenix. So now he has more DPS to try to kill my saber-tooths. And the thing for me is my wasps need to survive, because they are the only thing that can kill the Phoenix, but thankfully they do. Even if only 4 of them now. 3. But this time it's a victory for me. But I used a spell, so I used 100 supply more on the Hound than him. And here we have spells again. I was thinking between heavy armor and Rhino Assault. I would decide to go for Rhino Assault. Even if heavy armor could be good on one of the saber-tooths. My opponent will skip again, so he's going for the money. I am going for the spells. See that I position it there, you think again, and you position it there again. I was thinking of maybe putting defensively again, but no, decided to put offensively. My opponent already has a level on one of these Mustangs, and ranged them. I grabbed 1 Mustang here, so I have some kind of anti-air, because I need them. I need something to kill the Phoenix. That's most of my Hound. 2 shaft units and 1 Mustang. And I put the shaft here, so he can't get insta-locks on my Sabertooth if he decides to put a Phoenix here, for example. Unfortunately, a few crawlers turn and it don't go straight for the tower. But he will turn to the tower, even if it will to take a little longer. You can see my problem here is that my Mustangs are going in front, but they still managed to kill the Phoenix, so even if most of them died, because they have less range than the Hounds. But another victory for me. Although my opponent is already 200 ahead of me in the economy aspect, since he didn't get spells and I did. We have our first unit drop. I will go for the Stormcaller. It's the most value to sell. My opponent will do the same. But he will grab a War Factory. A very early War Factory. Which is a bit cheaper for him since he is Giant Spec. So it's 150 to unlock instead of 350. And he's grabbing even more chaff. And we'll put a missile in here, which will be kind of a good missile, considering I have nothing in front. It will hit the Sabertooth, killing a few Hounds and chaff. So, good missile. And very good missile, considering I have a lot of shaft to clear in here. It just killed a lot of my shaft clear. You can see I put a Farseer on the other side to protect that tower, in case he tried anything, but he didn't try anything here. He tried in here with the War Factory. And I couldn't clear the shaft long fast enough for my unit to target the factory, and he will manage to win the first round he put the factory. If my Farseer managed to kill almost everything else, only 2 Mustangs alive with the factory, but only the factory is already 500 damage. Here we have some good items and a big spell, but not very useful right now, not a lot of tax. So I will go for the spell, not the spell, the item. And my opponent, I think, will end up going for the item too. You see me grabbing instantly level 2 Sabertooths and putting an item on it. I was hoping to be able to get to the factory fast enough with my Sabertooths to kill it. He will go for another factory and he put the item on the Mustang in the back. Range on the Sabertooths, so they don't die before being able to shoot at the factories. And I'm already out of money. Yeah, so I have a Farseer on this side too, but it is since the last round. You can see my left side suffering because I don't have chaff in here. And it's where my strongest Sabertooth is, so he's wasting time shooting at the Hounds instead of shooting at the factory. On the other side, things went better. But finally shooting at the factory now, and both factories down. So it's victory for me, quite a heavy victory if you look at this. So lots of damage. and both my Sabertooths got a level. Here we have unit drops. And here, thinking back, I think I should have went for the Wraith instead of Sledgehammers. Sledgehammers are not great against Factory. The Factory cleared them way too fast. Doubly shot on my Sabertooth so they can kill the Factory even faster, but I need to hit the Factory to kill it. That's why the Wraith would be better. I could put one Wraith here, one Wraith here, and they would help me clear the shaft faster, so my Sabertooths can do their job. Because hounds are good, but my opponent has a lot. Yeah. And here I do something dumb. Putting crawlers here. It's kinda useless, because the Factory has backline cannons. So I will see that it is dumb and move away. The Factory has 2 cannons that shoot forward and 2 cannons that shoot backward. So if something approaches the Factory from behind, it won't be using the front cannons. It will be using the back ones that usually don't do anything. You can see I hitting the Factories again. My Wasp Swarm was in the back again. Because there's no reason to put in his back since he has the Mustangs. And once again a triumph. So I was quite confident with my build, defeating Factories. And even if he was going for production, I was thinking that I could kill him one more round. So I'll just skip the items. Level the Mustang, level the Sabertooth, and grab just more of what I have. More Crawlers, more Hounds, more Sabertooth. But my opponent's not going for production. He's going for double attacking on high explosive and launcher overload. And even grabbing range. So that's very unused since the nerf to high explosive. It used to be decrease attack by 30%. It's 40, and it's even more expensive than it was before. I really wasn't expecting this. I even go for Subterranean Blitz, so it will be more annoying for his shaft clear, which is the Hounds, to clear my Crawlers, Hounds and Mustangs, but now he has a much better shaft clear. The War Factory with high explosive clear shaft like it's nothing. You can see he's cleaning my front line very fast. Much faster than I am cleaning his now. And he hits my Sabertooths before I can start shooting at these Factories. On this side, the Sabertooth gets some shots, but not enough. And it's a heavy defeat for me. The 3 Factories arrive and most of the Mustangs and Phoenix. Here we have some spells. Orbital Javelin is good, even if he can't kill a Factory. I will throw it here, so it will damage the Factory and kill his highest level Mustang, which can go to level 4 now if he gets the level. And it even has an item. I will think of going Abyss. Try to solve the problem with the Abyss here. Yeah, I think I will go the Abyss. but it won't solve the problem. My problem here is shaft clear. It's not DPS to kill the factories. Abyss is an usual... You can use Abyss to counter factories, but not when your problem is shaft clear. And he even put another factory in here and moved his Mustangs. So my spell won't even hit the Mustangs in here. And he will advance here. There's a shield. I didn't protect this side. I just put more normal units here and they won't do anything against this. The Abyss will be stuck killing Shaft on one side and the other, and I will get the buff, and that seals the deal. There's nothing that I can do to win now. And he has the Phoenix and the high level Mustangs to kill my Abyss. With perma debuff, it will die fast. So I really underestimate the carry factory. I was only thinking of production factory. And you can see, if we go back to 7, I tried to win at round 8, but I couldn't. Don't matter what I did, I couldn't beat his board. But at round 7 I can. If I go here and take over, just skip. And remember what I said, that I should have chosen the Wraith. If I go Wraith, let's grab Henge on the Wraith. Let's use my Rhino. It's useless to use here. Let's just throw it here to kill some hounds. Could also throw it in mid. Let's get a few levels. Actually, there is one more important level here. And throw a few missiles. And this should be enough. You see the Sabertooth being able to target the factory. So, looks like I will lose. Very strange. I remember using this and winning. Ah, I know what I forgot. Do again. Remember what I did that I forgot. It has been a few days since I played this game. Skip. Let's go for the Wraith. Henge. And let's grab the Generation Beam. We'll also sell you. Throw one missile here, grab Henge. Throw the Rhino in there, and I have one missile left. think it will get the beans if I throw it here. It's kinda useless here, the factory will just obliterate him. So we'll just put it here and throw the Hino here. Okay. But looks like selling the other unit. I am out of anti-air on this side, but I'm still losing. Strange. Clearly remember winning with Wraiths. What am I doing differently? I will keep trying. I remember I managed to win with Wraiths. Skip. I also managed to win in another way, but that's spell dependent, which is Vulcan. Throwing one here. The other here. And grabbing this. Kill his high-level Mustangs. And more shafting here. He will get a bad time on the debuff. And I will lose. With only one factory, which is better than I was doing in the game, but no. I remember I win, so I will keep trying. Let's go back to the Wraith, that I know works. Range. Let's throw it here. I think I need speed. That's what I'm missing. And that's it. Let's go. It's one factory down. Two factories down. And 3 factories down. Okay, and that's how you win. He was missing the speed, that was the problem. For some reason the speed makes a lot of difference, and as you can see, that was enough damage for me to win the fight. But it's very specific. But if I had invested on the Wraiths when I said before, the game would probably be different, but my opponent would try to counter them. But countering them, he wouldn't be investing on his war factories. And the high explosive together with launcher overload and range is a deadly combo for the factory. Even level 1 factory can kill any unit I have here quite easily. Because even with the nerfed damage, shooting at 0.9 with 2 cannons to the front, that's a lot of damage. It's more than 5k DPS. And even my tankiest unit only has 50k health. So, not great for me. And he destroyed my hounds really fast, which is usually, I have a lot of chaff, which the factory also destroys really fast with this high splash, 11.5 meters of splash of each cannon. So it's a very strong build actually, with the full carry war factory instead of production factory. But I should be expecting that it was not production factory, it was way too much to the front here. Production, usually you put them besides the tower or a bit behind the tower, so they have more time to produce units. Here, the way it was forward, I should be expecting that it wasn't production, which is he doesn't even have all the text of production. Although you usually end up using only steel balls and phoenix. The sledges is only if the game lasts much longer, which it usually doesn't. But that's it. Hope you all enjoyed this game. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.